Hey people, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin Channel. I did a video yesterday, Australia in deep trouble replacing upfront costs and with an annual property tax, massive danger. So we were discussing how in Australia, when you buy your home, you pay your property taxes up front and you're done and you're good to go, right? But actually, Australia isn't in deep trouble. They're in absolutely horrifically deep doo-doo trouble times 10. And I want to apologize because I thought they were just in deep trouble. It's actually worse than deep trouble down under in Australia. So what is going on? Well, let me tell you something, okay? Yesterday, we were looking at how they want, what is stamp duty? So stamp duty is when you buy a house in Australia, you pay your taxes up front. They want to get rid of it, and they're going to replace it with an annual property tax. Then I was trying to show Australians what they're going to be paying annually. I would rather pay the money up front in the taxes and never have to pay property tax again. So this is what we pay here, depending where you are in Canada. That's the range of your house, the pricing, and that's what you're going to be paying for property tax on an annual basis, right? Right. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there for Australians that don't get rid of your annual property tax. But there's something else in Australia that's going down, and it's a lot worse than I could ever imagine. Stamp duty, they're going to go annually, so you don't pay your taxes up front. But there's something worse. The council fees. What the heck are council fees? Well, they pay that monthly or yearly in Australia too. So what, they pay their property tax and they're going to pay council fees? Well, we're paying that in Canada. Well, I pay $1,200 just to pick up my garbage per year, outside of my $4,300 property tax. But what's going on with that? Let's take a look at that now. So, there's the video from yesterday. Australia in deep trouble replacing an upfront cost with an annual property tax, massive danger. And I basically tied into what we pay here for property taxes here, depending on what region you're living in per year. So, I kind of felt it, and I said, oh my God, I got to make a video, And I got some really good comments. Hi, Mike. I'm glad I found your channel. You bring attention to a lot of things that we in Australia do not notice because the government wants to keep the wool pulled over our eyes. So, they have council rates. So, they are paying, I guess, property tax, if you want to call it like that, on a monthly basis already. So Australia's system uses the payment of taxes to fund a variety of programs, services, infrastructure by all levels of government for the public benefit of all citizens. But what do you do if you're in a town with 2 stoplights and there's really nothing here for anybody? There's no infrastructure. So what? You see where I'm going? Maybe there's got to be some sort of a correction somewhere, somehow, in towns with 2 stoplights, because something needs to happen here. So let's take a look at this. Rates are paid by all property owners within municipality. So it's in the municipality level. So at the city level, municipal level, okay? Then you have a provincial, and then you have a federal, right? To help to pay for more than 100 services provided by councils and maintain local roads, council facilities, and public open spaces such as parks and gardens. We cut the grass here maybe twice a year in our parks. I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out here. I'm just trying to make sense. Australia is in a world of hurt. Once they go with yearly property tax or monthly and remove the stamp duty, with already paying property taxes or council fees that they're paying for, but I guess there's much more. Yeah, okay, let's take a look here. Let's keep looking. So, and then it goes into say waste management, garbage charge, rate in the dollar, municipal charge for 20% council's total rates revenue. So you got to pay these people to live off the public tit. So property evaluations, and it goes into, so Australia's economy is based off of housing, 2.3 trillion. So is Canada and New Zealand and the United Kingdom and blue states of America. So 3 million properties valued at 2.3 trillion. So this is opportunity, for governments to basically take what they can from the people. So now what's going on with stamp duty? Well, Brisbane to charge Airbnb host higher council rates to tackle housing availability. See how they don't call it property tax? They call it council rates. And Gold Coast Mayor Tom Tate suggests paying council rates with cryptocurrency despite 2 trillion cash. These guys are destroying the middle class, working hard Australian. Canada's got the same problem too. And millions in New South Wales to cop Big rate rise and council cite high inflation and global uncertainty. So there it is right there. So they're going to millions of homeowners in New South Wales be slugged with increased rates, with councils blaming high inflation and global uncertainty for the raising costs of services. So there it is. They're going to raise the cost of services. There it is by percentage rates. So they are paying a property tax already in Australia, monthly or yearly. It's called council fees. And, okay, I guess they removed it. I have to pay for this. Yeah, they don't want me to read this one. Okay, so that's another one there. So we already pay property taxes. Now, in Canada, we have, I guess they're called council fees in Canada. There's no name. I get my garbage pickup separate, my water separate. I get everything separate. I'm not asking for free water, by the way. I'm not asking for free water. But what I'm saying is I get that all separate. So I pay for that, right? And then I have to pay municipal fees or council fees, I guess if you want to call it that in Canada too. They're added to my tax bill, my electricity bill. They're added to other things I'm paying for, plus the $4,300 I pay for property tax for a town with 2 stoplights. So I'm not putting the town down by all means. I moved here because it was supposed to be cheaper, because obviously land values are cheaper, and the cost of maintaining this town of 7,000 people that they claim with 2 stoplights that they claim. I don't think so. And it's going, so Australia's actually off worse. So once they remove the stamp duty in Australia, they're going to be paying the property tax like we're paying, and they're going to pay the council fees too, which is already $1,000 to $2,000 per household in council fees. That's crazy. So Australia, I lied about in that last video. Australians are not headed for a world of hurt. They're headed to a world of impoverishing, destruction, middle class, goodbye. You're going to be taxed to death. We're all being taxed to death. The other day, my eBay sales dropped to 0 because now they're charging taxes on everything. eBay is collecting taxes on the behalf of the federal government. But when you make a certain amount, you don't need to collect taxes. But they're doing that now to hurt the little guys like us. We're getting destroyed. We're getting punished for just existing and building our infrastructure. Now they want us out. Build the infrastructure. Get the hell out. That's why everything's crumbling in Australia, all post-World War II. European extension built stuff. And Australia is starting to fail and crumble. The people coming in are putting cardboard in the cement now. Cardboard, not the Australians. The people coming in, the contractors that come in from China, are apparently putting cardboard in their cement too. And you're seeing buildings, the Opal Tower and all that stuff starting to fail there in Australia. Anyways, I'm not going to go too far off topic. But people are getting pooped on top of the poop on top of the poop. So basically, I've been pooped on, and now there's a little bit more poop on top of that poop. And then there's a little bit of gravy diarrhea dripping down, because that's what they're doing to us. And I feel sorry for Australians. I thought the stamp duty was a good thing. You pay your taxes up front, and you don't pay property tax. You go on with your life. But then there's council fees, which is like $1,000 to $2,000 per household. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about this. I'm just really sorry how these public servants are destroying the people that are feeding them. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.